Well, thank you so much for staying with us. As a major economic contributor for many African countries, the travel and tourism industry offers a plethora of opportunities uniquely positioned to develop, attract and enhance this economic prosperity across the continent. Now, the Namibia Tourism Board attended the World Travel Market Symposium in South Africa, and we are now joined by the Chief Executive Officer of the Namibian Tourism Board, Mr. Bonventure Bitso, to shed more light. A very good evening. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Bonventure.
Thank you, Konja, and thank you to our listeners.
So it's such a pleasure to have you. I hope you had a very well stay in South Africa.
Cape Town is getting cold, so it was cold. But for business, yes, it was wonderful.
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay, now let's just start by getting your highlights or experience whether at the travel market symposium that you attended in Cape Town. What was really discussed at this symposium, and what are the most relevant topics that were discussed relevant to Namibia's tourism industry?
Konja, and for the viewers as well, I think I need to make it clear what is WTM for people to have the context from where we are speaking from.
That's right.
World Travel Market has got a portfolio of about 6 other events across the globe. We have got the WTM Africa, which is held in Cape Town. Yeah. We have got WTM in London. We have got WTM in China, which interchanges from Beijing to other cities. And we have got WTM Arabia, which is normally held in Dubai. Mm-hmm. So it is a series of tourism initiatives. And for Namibia Tourism Board, participation at WTM 2024 in Cape Town marks a beginning and a continuation of what Namibia Tourism Board has been doing over the years. Right. Like I said in the introduction, that WTM Africa is a place where decision makers come and meet other decision makers. It's a B2B meetings. Right. So Namibia Tourism Board took along about 22 other core exhibitors. These are trade core exhibitors, tour operators, car rentals, the accommodation establishment offers like Gondwana. Gondwana is one of the biggest in Namibia.
That's right.
So these were our core exhibitors. So what we would have gained, or what we have gained at WTM, is the fact that tourism is growing. This can be attested if you listened very well from the governor of the Bank of Namibia, where he spoke about the upsurge in vehicle sales in Namibia in 2024. That is attributed to the tourism sector. So the tourism sector is quite diverse, and it offers opportunities to everyone in Namibia. That's why we always say tourism is everybody's business. Mm-hmm. So what were the lessons that we learned while we were in Cape Town? Number one is that Namibia is a preferred destination, and people would want to come to Namibia. However, we have got a downturn because of connectivity. Most of our tourists coming to Namibia, especially those who are traveling from Asia and Europe, they don't have direct connectivity to the destination. Mm-hmm. But Cape Town becomes one good example where we can say, look, if you fly into Cape Town, Fly Namibia can give you direct connectivity into Windhoek in less than 2 hours. So that was the message we were giving out to the international trade, because WTM is not only for Africans, but it is diverse across the globe. Yeah. And during the interventions and conferences which were taking place, we had ministers. In our case, our deputy minister from the Ministry of Environment, Tourism and Forestry, she was there, she participated in discussions, and you could really see that other destinations, they have put in money so that they grow the sector. So in the Namibian context, you are aware that during the month of June, Namibia is going to be hosting AviaDef. Mm-hmm. It's a conference which is organized by Namibia Airports Company, where airlines are going to come into Namibia. The last time I checked with NAC, it was about 36 airlines have confirmed to attend this particular conference. The idea is to entice these airlines to be flying into Namibia, so that our discussions at WTM reaches the ears of decision makers, that they now understand that seats can be filled if they fly directly into Windhoek.
Yeah.
So in short, that is what the discussions were all about at WTM in Cape Town.
Very well. And I picked up from what you just said right now that some of the challenges that Namibia faces when it comes to tourism, and of course the amount of people coming in is direct connectivity that you just mentioned. Of course, we do know that the Tourism Expo is just around the corner, and of course this is also going to be serving as a platform to discuss this, of course, and so possible solutions. But let's talk about direct connectivity. What are some of the solutions that the world tourism market has, come about for Namibia to perhaps improve on what we're currently facing?
Cape Town makes connection with Namibia very easy. In Cape Town, or in South Africa as a country, there are so many tour operators who packages tours from Cape Town into Namibia.
That's right.
So it makes business sense for us as Namibia to have that connection, our trade, our tour operators in Namibia, to have that connection with the South African tour operators in Cape Town, that they package Namibia as part of the itinerary for those who are flying into Cape Town. You recall that LATAM, a flight from Brazil, flies into Cape Town.
That's right.
And the Brazilian market is one of the markets we have been looking for, especially Southern America. We do not have that direct connectivity, but SATAM through Cape Town can be the direct connection. And you will recall, if you read most of the news or magazines about tourism, Chile is a very good market which is developing, and the figures coming into South Africa is unbelievable. So we would want to tap in those numbers coming from South America into Namibia through our relationship with the tour operators in Cape Town.
Right.
So they make that. You recall, we have got a route already which was already developed some years ago between Windhoek and Cape Town. We entice them that please come over to Namibia, but while you travel to Namibia through your wine routes in South Africa, in Northern Cape, there is a lot for you when you come into Namibia, because we have got the Kenyan and we have got the IIs. So there is a lot which the tourists can enjoy when they come over through Cape Town.
Absolutely. Now, in what ways do you believe that the symposium experience will impact Namibia's tourism promotion efforts and at the international stage? Of course, you just expanded a little bit on that, but can you just expand more on what do you think the lessons we can learn in terms of promotion, looking at the international, not only South America, but even across the globe, looking at Asia and other parts of the country as well?
Thank you, Konja. It's quite interesting to have a full appreciation of what the tour operators do to market a destination.
Right.
Namibia Tourism Board, as an implementing agent of the government, as a marketing agency, ours is Namibia is our product, is what we are marketing, that's what we are saying, this is it. But you need to understand that we are competing with about 195 other destinations, the Americas, the British, the French. So we are in the same league. So we are telling our prospective clients that don't go to America, come to Namibia. Don't go to this other destination, come to Namibia. Why? Because we are saying we have got a unique offering. This can be even attested by the fact that the cruise liners coming into Namibia, they have increased. Yeah. And these discussions, they did not just start at WTM, but it is a culmination of a lot of discussions with NAMPORT, with other cruise liners across the globe. So our participation and lessons from WTM is anchored around our relationship with the tour operators, because it is the tour operators who packages an itinerary that when you come into Africa, because we are a long haul, it will not make you any good just to end up in the Table Mountains. Come over to Namibia, we have got our dunes, it's wonderful. We have got the Damara Museum, the Living Museum. There are so many things which Namibia can offer. We have got the second largest canyon in the world. So these are the things we are telling the trade, our tour operators in South Africa and Namibia, say this is the product we are offering. Yeah. Come over to Namibia and we are offering you the very best, and there is no compromise.
Absolutely.
But in our efforts, we are not going out there as Namibia alone, but we are going in a collaborative effort with other tourism boards in the region. It does not make us good if we compete with South Africa, Botswana, Zim, or Angola, because there other destinations are looking in the same markets. So let us entice as a region that, please, this is a destination which has never been tapped fully, and the potential is there. So our relationship, which has been built and reconfirmed during WTM, is our relationship with other tourism boards and tour operators.
Absolutely. So how I wish we could have more time to just get the meat off this bone. But thank you so much for making the time to share this experience from the World Travel Market Symposium. Thank you so much for making the time to talk to us, Mr. Bonviso.
Thank you so much, Konja. I just want to make a correction. I'm not the CEO for Namibia Tourism Board. I'm the acting.
That's right. When the title just fits, we just want to take it with. But thank you so much, Mr. Bonviso, once again.
Thank you, Konja, and thank you for our viewers at back at home.
That's the acting Chief Executive Officer of the Namibia Tourism Board, Mr. Bonventure Mpidzo, just talking to us about his experience and, of course, what has been learned from the World Travel Market Symposium that took place in Cape Town, South Africa. Now we'll continue with more interviews after a short break.